Peace family, welcome back to the channel. We are back with a new video. For those of you that are new here today, welcome. Before we get into things, don't forget to hit that like, share and subscribe button if you are new here today. Today we have a video on my wheel settings, as I have just got the FANATEC Clubsport 2.5 along with the Formula V2 rim. So what we're going to do here today is just take a look at my in-game settings for Assetto Corsa Competizione, and then we're going to go ahead and look at the FANALAB settings I also have. Now I am completely new to Fanatec products, obviously coming from Thrustmaster TSPC Racer. So I mean, the FANALAB settings are a little bit more in depth here, so we're gonna have a look at the settings I have. So at this moment in time, we are just gonna go into the control settings and take a look at the settings that I have in game for ACC. So straight away you can see that my gain settings are 70%, dynamic dampening 100%, steering lock 900. Now these settings are not too far from what I had with the TSPC Racer. The in-game settings that is. That's basically it. Right, let's see what else we have. So on the right hand side as well, you can see that I've got my ignition mapped up, starter button mapped up, pit limiter. What else have we got? Increased traction control, decreased traction control. You can see all these buttons here, guys. So down here we will have the ignition, starter buttons. Flick this up and you can see traction control increase down here and traction control decrease. Also, if you go to this side, we have increased brake bias, decreased brake bias, which for me is easy to get to. These are just my personal preference in mappings that I have. I haven't had the wheel long at all. I've only had it set up for a couple of hours now. Just been messing about. So on this left hand side, this is my indicator, and obviously over here on the right hand side, I'm not going to press this button because it will take the page back, is my right indicator. What have we got here? Cycle light stages. I believe this one is the pit limiter. Yep. Flash. Yep. So this one, cycle wipers. We've also got decrease ABS, increase ABS, of course. I haven't really messed with the toggle switches at all. I'll leave those as they are for now. I have got some button caps coming as well, guys, for these, so we'll freshen the wheel up a little bit. So that kind of takes you through my in-game settings, force feedback settings that I have for ACC. So we will now go over to the FANALAB settings. Guys, like I say, I'm not too familiar with Fanatec. I have had the V3 pedals for a long time, but in terms of a wheel, I've never had a Fanatec wheel before. So FANALAB, this is my first time using this. Now heading over to this screen here, you can see we have the main menu here. You've got your games down the side. Obviously, with us using ACC. So flicking over to the tuning menu, I haven't touched too much on this page, guys. One thing that I have touched was the steering angle, maximum steering angle. I did have that at auto to begin with. I left everything kind of default to begin with. I have dropped it down to 900. Obviously, in game you saw it was 900 to match up with that. And the only other thing, guys, I think this is a big one here, the drift mode. Now, this comes in default. It will be -5. Now, as you can see, I have mine at -1. I did get this from a forum, which I'm going to leave the link for that in the description down below, where a guy did suggest to have this at -1. Now, this, guys, has made a massive difference to the overall feel of the wheel. It's completely different. It's absolutely completely different. It feels much quicker in terms of reactions and things like that. So over to this dynamic force feedback tab. Now, I have got this enabled. It does come disabled by default. It does come disabled by default, but we have that enabled. We're still playing around with this, so we're not going to go into that too much. Vibration tab. Now, I'm only really working with this tab here, which is the actual steering wheel tab. As you can see, because the pedal tabs here don't actually work in Fanalabs. Don't actually work in Fanalabs because I don't have the pedals, sorry, connected to my wheelbase itself. They're connected straight into the PC. So in terms of controlling the vibration of the pedals, I have a third-party software running, which is called SimHub. I'm pretty sure you guys will be familiar with SimHub. So SimHub controls the vibration of pedals. Now this one, so this is the only tab that I'm dealing with here, which is the actual wheel, the V2 rim itself. As you can see here, a lot of these tabs are disabled because I actually don't want too much interference. The main thing I did want was the ABS and to be able to feel a little bit of wheel slip, acceleration. So you can see these are enabled. Suspension travel is enabled by default. I haven't touched anything on the slider, so I don't think that will actually work itself. So yeah, guys, there my initial settings that I have. Like I say, I've only had the wheel up for a couple of hours now, and spinning around Imola, as you can see from beforehand. Yeah, I haven't messed with any of these other tabs here, LED tabs. Haven't messed with it. Left it all default. Game profile. Haven't touched it. Don't know what it is. Just mainly the tuning menu. And like I say, guys, you want to check out this drift mode. This made a massive difference, and I like it at -1. I actually, if I went back to -5 now, I wouldn't like it, no doubt. So yeah, that will conclude the video. If you like the content, if you could give me a thumbs up, share the content with your people. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Cause we're really trying to put a massive effort on getting this channel out there in 2021. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching and peace.